Uh, this place is still very beautiful, so clean. So beautiful. So let me just sit here. So guys, I want to quickly just make this video because I have been receiving some emails on us building in Germany and everything, how to go about it and all of that. So I'm like, why not, let me make this video. So what you have to know is that, yeah, to do your hospital in Germany, it is still this, yeah, the requirements are not so much. Okay, so I think you only need your B1, or just to be on the safe side, your B1 language certificate and your CV and your application letter. Okay, just apply and look for the school and that's it. Okay, and you get it. That was as at then. Okay, before, when I did mine in 2000 and towards 2022, as at that time they only needed ASVI language certificate, and that was what I used to start mine. That was before I and my ex got separated, so I had to quit. But anyway, so I did not further my husbanding in Germany, but what I did was I did a qualification course. Yeah, so the qualification course, because I searched after, since the long time I dropped out from the husbanding, so I was looking at something quicker that I can do, because like I don't want to spend so much time going to school, and then it will be so stressful with 2 kids and everything. So I need something I could do like sharp to just get my certificate, just to be certified, so that I could just start working, start my line of job, which is caregiving. Do you understand? So I love caregiving a lot, and it feels like that's my passion. Okay, that's my passion to do, so I love it a lot. I couldn't think of any other thing to do, just that now I'm having so much diverse things in mind now, but let's focus on this one, right? So when I stayed, I couldn't find any other work or any other option just for me to utilize my stay-at-home time at the moment, that because my kids are still small, I can't find any job, and probably if I did that one, I would get something to do. That was my thoughts. Okay, so I got a chance to know about the qualification course, because I never knew about the qualification course. I never knew there's a course you could do in the caregiving, in the Pflege line, where you could just get your qualification and get certified and get a job. So I never knew that there's a 3 months on, you could just do just something fast and you're certified, and that's it. So when I heard of it, I was wowed. I applied immediately, and what you need for the application is still not much, just that you need at least B1 level language certificates. You need it, okay, from B1. After when I did my husbanding, when I started my husbanding, the main husbanding, actually I even started that one with my ASVI, because that time I never had my B1 certificate and I didn't pass. Like I wrote, but I didn't pass. So I started with ASVI, and as at that time, that's 2022, they needed a flag. That time there was scarcity of this Pflege helping everything, nursing assistant things. It was so scarce. They needed it sharp here in Germany, that time now. So they said, just because people are failing it, and there are a lot of people who have interest in it, but just that they are failing this B1 test a lot. So they were like, okay, they should bring it down to the level of ASVI, so that it can at least be accessible to people, so that people can at least start from there. But just that when you're doing it, when you get it and you're doing it, they will have to also, I think you still have to further your B1 learning during the process of the husbanding. Yeah, you have to also further it. From there, you still have to continue, so that you can get your B1 certificates. For as at that time when I dropped out, I made sure that I went back after 2 years, after my documentation issue, here and there, because I was an asylum seeker. So during those trial times, I used it to make sure that I went back and I wrote my B1 exam, and I passed in. Like I studied hard. I studied really hard. Okay, so and then I passed it, and that was how I was able to apply for this qualification course. And then what else did they need? Actually nothing much. And then your offensive title and everything. That's all you have to, just the behinds, and that's it. They don't require much. Imagine I'm an immigrant, I don't even country visa or anything, but I was still able to do this. So when I went back there, that's how I submitted the whole thing, and then I went back and that's how I did it. But in that line, during that process, you also have to do the practical part, for 1 month. Yeah. So when I did it, as I even went there, it was even people who are even much older than me. So I was able to do it because it was actually a very big challenge, being a single mom with 2 little kids, and the God who have it. As at that time, my first son, who is having therapy, different therapies and speech delay, they haven't changed his kindergarten as at that time. So the school timing was still very, very in perfect shape with my second son. They were still really good to deal with. So immediately as at 6:40, I've already, we are already going to school. I've already prepared. So you can imagine at the time I wake up, I prepare food, and then I have to take them to, prepare myself, prepare their own lunch and feed them and bathe them and everything. And they will be going to school. At that time, it was a big challenge. Before 7 o'clock dot, I'm already there, and thank God, to God who have it, their kindergarten as early as 7 o'clock already, they're already open. So I will just drop them and then I will rush. And by 7:20, there's this lady who I actually met at the school when I went there the very first time. So I met her there, and we clicked. She liked me, a German lady. So she has a car. So this lady has a car, and we clicked, and then that's how she offered that could she be coming to pick me, because she usually passed through my route, through my street while she's going. She was like, she could actually be picking me up if I want. I was like, why not? I beg her. So to God who have it, this lady picked me up from that day till the very last day. Even when we got to our practical part, because during the practical part you have to by yourself find where a hospital or an Altenheim, where you can practice. Do you understand? So you have to find it by yourself and apply there and everything. So, and to God who have it, one of the teachers who was actually teaching us one of the topic for the betrayal assistant, she was working, or she's a head of a department there in one Altenheim. So she was like, if we want, we can actually apply in her own Altenheim, and she could accept us and everything. So it happened fast. Both of us, we applied there, so we got accepted. But the only difference, while you're doing this qualification course and you're practicing, you don't get paid, okay? But when you're in the hospital part, when you're doing your hospital, you get paid. Yes, that's the only difference. For this qualification one, you're just doing everything for free. You don't get paid, nothing. So that was just the big difference. So I wasn't a challenge, but since it's just for 1 month, why not? It's for you to get your skills, for you to have experience, experience in case where you now finally graduate and then you want to work, you can say yes, you already have an erfahrung. Do you understand? You already have an experience in this part, so I have an idea what to do there. So what the course is all about is actually for Alltag Begleiter and Betreuungsassistentin. For the Alltag Begleiter, it's almost like Pflegehelfer. Do you understand? Just like Pflegehelfer, whereby you get to wash those people, you get to brush their teeth, you have to assist them, to bathe them, when they finish pooing and everything, you can, help them, all those things. So that's it. For the betrayal assistant, it's more like you playing with them, exercising with them, take them for walks, walk. Do you understand? Walk, and then maybe telling them story, reading newspapers for them, and it's more like you just playing with them. Anything that has to do about play, just to entertain them. That's just what the betrayal assistant is all about. But the art tag is more like flagge hilfer. Do you understand? Where you get to watch, and in this part of this thing, not everybody that like to do those kind of job. That was why in that husbanding part where I was opportune to do it with my Aswise language certificate, because they know that there are German people. They not all German people would like to go, like to touch pool and all that. In fact, not all. Let me not even use German. Not all people like that kind of work. Okay, so it's lacking. As at that time it was hot cake. Even up to now, flake if I still hot cake, because if you can do it, someone is a good thing. So that was how I was able to do it, and to God who made it, that was how I got qualified and certified in 3 months, in just 3 good months, as a qualified and certified tag begleiter and betrayal assistant team. But there is still a challenge that I'm facing, which is now that I don't have a job as of yet. So I can say that I am a qualified unemployed, tag begleiter and betrayal assistant team, and that's for a reason. Because I'm a single man and I cannot work because of the timing of my kids, and it's part of the thing that I think I should say that in another video. One of the challenges or one of the disadvantages of this flagge hilfer, this kind of us building or this kind of qualification course, I think I should say it in another video. One of the disadvantage of it, do you understand, or some of the disadvantages of it, sorry, rather. So anyway, so I am here in my old school. This is where I did my language course. The very first time I came to my city, this building, very beautiful. And just as I'm here now, the memory is just ringing into my head now. And this is the building where I went to do the exam. Look at that. This is that building up there, upstairs. Yeah. And that's the school. That's the class. Exactly. That's exactly the class. Yeah. So, oh my God. I'm waiting for my tribe. I went to submit a form, and you know that this form, I'm not supposed to bring it there. I'm supposed to take it to the Kinder Arts, not the health insurance office. I didn't even read well. My goodness. So it's not a double work anyway. So I'll have to try to see if I will meet the Kinder Arts immediately I get to my city or to my village. Yeah, because I'm in the city, so I'll be taking a tram to go to my village. So that's it, yeah. Oh my God. So in a nutshell, if you know you're interested in doing house building in Germany, have at least a language certificate of at least B2, just to be on the safe side. Do you understand? Just to be on the safe side. It's very, very helpful, just in case of a case. And for you to do this house building, you must have interest, like you must love it, and not just because every other person is doing it, or because of the pay in it or the pay involved in it. Because the fun part of it is that when you're doing the hospital, you get paid. Do you understand? As you're studying, you're getting paid as even. So that's a tell me which country that can do such a thing, but Germany does it. Do you understand? Germany does that. So you have to really, really have passion for it, and not just do it because a lot of people I see during the time when I was doing this work, I see some people, they don't actually like it, but they don't actually like this profession, but because it feels like they don't have choice, and because of the pay. And then when they get there, you see the way they are treating those old people with aggression, with everything, and you'll be feeling sorry, and you'll be like, are you sure this person, like, oh my God. So it's not an easy job, but it's a very fun job, because you get to interact with people, be with them, and feeding them. It's so, you have this compassion in you. So such a very, very nice profession, I'm telling you. To be very honest, let me tell you, I think this qualification course is even a very best want to do. I'm telling you, because most of the people who are actually the flaky fuck craft, do you understand? They are at a point, their chefs had to tell them to come back, to get this betrayal assistant qualification certificate, because it is really, really needed. At some point when you're working, you need that qualification, and your chef will have to, recommend you or send you to that place to go and get, to a school to get qualified, and you have it. So it's better that I did it, and now I have it. And there are so many opportunities in this line of field with this qualification. I can actually be my own registered nurse. You understand? Like, be my own self-employed, just be self-employed on my own, just register my own company in my own name. Do you understand? Things like that, because I have the qualification. But you see, so it is really, really a good pay. And to be honest, there's no much difference with the people who did the hospital and the people who did only the 3 months qualification course. The payment is not much different, but it just depends on your city, where you live, and also it depends on the company where you're working and everything, or how you're working. Do you understand? So it's all the same, almost the same payment. So there's no difference at all. So you see. And to be very, very honest, I think these days they actually now want people who are skilled now, people who did this hospital or qualification course, they are now much more hired in any company now than people who are even going for a diploma or whatever, all this school, whatever. They are now much easily taken in any company now, because why? They already know that those people who did this hospital, skill works, they're already skilled, they already have the experience, because during the time when you're doing this schooling and everything, you're also doing the practical. Okay, you got, like you practiced what you were being taught, so it won't be so much stress for them to come and start to train you from the scratch and everything. This one, you already have the experience, so it's much easier for them to take you, that they know that you're qualified and you did the practical, while you were studying as well. You see. Happy Sunday, guys. It's first Sunday of the month and we are off to church. That's Alex over there. I don't know why he keeps climbing. I really don't understand. Before I go, let me quickly show you guys my full OOTD. I think I'm looking good. Yeah. Let's see. Let's show you guys what I'm putting on. Okay, so it's long armed. You guys know. So with these cute sandals, you can look from up. Show the sandals. With these cute, lovely sandals, very shiny and cute. So I'm loving it. So guess who we came with today?
Hello guys, happy Sunday and a happy new month. I hope you guys are enjoying the new month and also enjoying the good weather. So we are going to church today, the first Sunday of the month. That is May, right?
Yeah, May.
So I hope you guys enjoy the Sunday also.
Why not? Why wouldn't they join?
Thank
He's taking over the channel. Stop taking over my channel. That's not nice. Please.
Yeah, I'm just borrowing now.
You're borrowing. You see, he's borrowing my channel. See you guys at church.
Okay now. Ciao, ciao. See you guys later.
Jordan is moody. Why are you moody, baby? You're not happy? Why are you sad? Jealous? Come. Take. Get up. Oh, they have bribed you.
I wanted to sleep
in the bus, yeah? Sorry. When they will tell you guys to go and sleep at night, people will refuse.
Jody, let's go.
It's time to go.
Ali, watch out.
Enter this blue parts. Can't press.
What? Good.
Yeah. So you guys, Susan is here today. He actually came, I think yesterday. He came yesterday because our pastor wants to see us. Like I said, we are on our this thing. Okay. So we live far, and sometimes the train will not come. So that we even leave our village, getting to where we take this train to come here now. It will delay. It will take when you're 1 hour 30 minutes delay. I will be like, wait till they do now. Church there is just that, you know, my former church is still very far from me too. So because we moved from where we lived, so my former church is now far away from me. And then they are nice, really. They are really nice. That's my church member. Say hi. Hello. She also started new too. In this thing, you started new too, right?
Yeah, that was last year.
She crossed embassy. Okay. We are both new members of Christ Embassy. So let's go, baby. Susan has been a Christ Embassy person since right from Nigeria. Just that since he left to Europe, he also changed. And then because he met me again now, he's back to Christ Embassy. Look what Maricha Wanye. Eh? Hey, Achalugo. Now you be this. Good morning, darling. I didn't see you 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago?
Yes, no. I came now.
2 weeks ago.
Oh, you guys look cute. Oh, they've not opened the church yet.
Not opened.
Oh, they've not come yet. Okay. So we don't first then come today. Hey, don't worry, don't worry.
Today was never come
Today
early.
was
They say I always come
don't worry.
They say I always come late. I think I come early today. How are you, Bobo?
Hey, I'm so happy I came earlier today. Look at them.
Our lives. How about, wouldn't you think it would be nice for us to be part of the decision-making process? Because these are decisions that affect us directly, and they are being made without our consent. Gone are the days that referendums used to be the order of the day. They will say, okay, for example, when the Brexit, UK wanted to leave the EU, they organized a referendum and say, let the people vote whether we should stay or not. Do you understand? These are decisions that directly impact every individual, including children of the nation. So they say, let's do a referendum. And they did a referendum. The majority had a vote. And see, so the majority decided for the minority. So whether it was a good decision or a wrong decision or a bad